What is up, Pokemon fans? It is Blaiktrout here, and I'm here to give you your PEBA Season 2 Week 3 battle analysis between me and Enteihoven PSV. I'm not saying all that stuff for it. Or PSV Enteihoven or something. Yeah, so cool thing is I got my team compo, and we're going to do this again. I'm going to try to bring this in week by week, and hopefully it can continue without anything dumb happening. Alright, so let's get started on our team composition here. Very well. Now, we have Mistralton Cujo, of course, and I gave it the 84-172 split and made it more bulky so I could take physical hits. I mean, we kind of started with this team. The issues that his team had before is that he does have a present electric weakness, and I'm trying my best ways to exploit that, but I didn't really have an electric type to work. Glasgow was like, well, it's an electric type, but we can't really take hits, and they're going to easily counter the crap out of me with that. Even if I do Scarfed, he has Garchomp on top of that, so he can cover his own weaknesses that way. The reason why I have Mistralton Cujo with a Dazzling Gleam is just to take care of Garchomp in some way, and his other weaknesses, including Greninja. And his team is very well balanced. I mean, it's freaking Stromp teams, except the Goomy is a joke, but otherwise it doesn't matter. He also has present weaknesses with Rock and Electric, mostly Electric, Fire, and Ice is a problem too. But, you know, it's just how it is. It's a well-balanced team with not many weaknesses I could exploit, but I tried my best here. So with Mistralton Cujo, I basically gave it the same usual typical set, including Dazzling Gleam. Because why not? It makes sense, it takes Wish, it takes hits. Just my only issues have been me being unable to deal with physical powerhouses, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of getting to that pattern. I'm going to start changing stuff up and make some trades soon, but it's fine. Well, I might make that decision next week, or after week 5, we lose 5 in a row. Okay, so next Pokemon is DK Behemoth, and I really thought Slacking could shine in this game. With Slacking, it had Choice Band, and it was a nice jolly-natured set. I really did think Return would do a lot. It would hit a lot of the mons that pretty much didn't have any type of blockage. I kind of didn't really anticipate what mons he would really bring. But I made myself 100 base speed and Jolly because I do outspeed a few. I outspeed Roserade, I outspeed Moltres, I outspeed Rotom, I outspeed Licky. I outspeed a lot of good threats here. I don't outspeed Garchomp Z, but I know I can easily take a hit. I gave out Ice Punch just for that. Thunder Punch for Celesteela, Greninja, and I think that's it. And then Low Kick for Licky, but I think that Low Kick was a waste. I should have replaced it with Earthquake, so I could have done something else. And I know Truant's a thing, but I always have ideas of how to work around that. So it's all good. That's kind of my plan. Behemoth was just hit extremely hard, and it already has about 419, so it gets about, I think, about 570 or 580 special attack. No, it's like 459.5 or 159.5 or 2. No. Oh wait, never mind. It's about 600 something. I don't know why I was thinking about like 419. That's like 209.8, so it's like 628 or 629 attack. So that hits extremely hard. It smacks. I love that attack. I love its attack. Its base stats are just disgusting. I don't even have to put much HP investment for it to just take hits. Although it doesn't have any sort of defensive investment, that's a problem. So we can move on to the next one, Starboy itself. I made Jirachi this way where I only speed crept, and the reason why I did Jolly, it's like I wanted to do Adamant, but then I was afraid of like Scarf Moltres or Scarf Roserade coming up out of nowhere and messing me up, so I didn't want to deal with that. And Garchomp could also be Scarfed itself, and the reason why I gave it Reflect was so I could take certain hits, because this stuff does hit pretty hard. He had Mega Diancie on top of that, and Iron Head, you know, best stab move that can flinch and take care of Mega Diancie in a quick swift hit. And I have Drain Punch for Greninja just in case it's Scarfed. Just in case it's Scarfed. So, you know, that's just in case anything cool happens here. And I mean, you know, that's all I really am looking for. I mean, also, if I can include that Scarfing it was probably my best bet anyways, and I had no Ice Punch for the Garchomp, and I thought I didn't need it. I had Thunder Punch just in case my Lolu showed up, but most likely it was going to be physically defensive anyhow. With no special defensive investment, he's got 125 special defense. And Moltres can also take a hit with that Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch was just a game maker, and Celesteela does. So I know Celesteela's got to be in that game, because it's not easy for me to take that thing out. That's why my next Pokemon is made this way. Alright, we got our best killer here, our Specs Telegon. It has Draco Meteor, of course, because it hits super hard for stab, and only Mega Diancie blocks it up. Thunderbolt hits up for some serious damage. It hits Celesteela, Milotic, and Greninja, and Moltres. Hits a lot of things. It hits the whole weakness points for serious damage and can one-shot a couple of them. Plus, it has Ice Beam just in case we go up against Garchomp and I somehow go up against Mega Diancie and Ice Beam can still do more than half. That's the whole plan with that. And Shadow Ball for Rioniclus, just in case it tries to get frisky. Alright, that was pretty awesome. And our next one is Chameleon, the Savali Dark, with Savali Dark Memory. Yep, I made it dark for I don't know what reason. I think was just to deal with Rioniclus in some way, because I didn't really have anything defensive to deal with it. Swords Dance itself is pretty interesting, and multi-attack with U-turn. I just thought I needed to take a special defensive hit so I could set up on it and go for Swords Dance and just kill it. I don't know why it was even here in this game. I don't know why I even thought it was a good idea to make it this way. There was just no thought process behind that one. And then the next one, Trappin', I gave it Light Screen with Light Clay so we could take it. I have Regenerators. I don't really need to heal up like that with any protection. I thought it would really work in this game where I make it mostly special defensive investment, but I have it give it bold so it can take physical hits just in case, mostly from Garchomp. And I know I get two-shotted by Garchomp, but I thought I'd be in this situation where I can stay in and still make my Light Screen and still come out without any serious damage. But, you know, that's basically how that went, and that was my plan, so yeah. Alright, so we're done with that. We can now move on to the battle and talk about that pretty soon. Okay, so when we look right here, his team is actually what I thought. He had the Fairy Dragon Steel Core right there, Mega Diancie, Celesteela, and Garchomp. It's a pretty nasty core. It does cover a lot of their weaknesses, except for Ice. He's got the Greninja, of course. I'm not really afraid of dealing with Greninja anymore. It's not really much of a problem anymore. Rioniclus and Moltres. So I thought that, I do have a chance. But I think I'm going to be on the back burner of getting hit a lot in this game. So we can probably get to our match and start it off. And let's get to the talking. He sends out his Garchomp, and I read that pretty well with slacking. So I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. He switches out, goes into Moltres. I go for Ice Punch, and it does around 44%. So it's already a defensive type right there. Or some defensive investment, so I thought I could take the hit. But he hit me hard with a Hurricane. And the only way he could do that was that he was like a modest Sharp Beak Pokemon to do that much damage. That's the only way he could do that, and I figured it out. It took a while, but it took a while for me to figure things out. I'm getting good with that type of calculus where I can figure things out that it works that way. So I go for the Thunderbolt because I know I'm going to live whatever he hits me with, and of course he goes for Roost. I can still knock him out in this range, so I switch out and go into Slacking and read the crap out of him. Oh no, I went into Rioniclus. Now he switches out to Celesteela, and I go for Return because I know I'm going to do a lot of damage there, and it does 37%. I'm like, ooh, that's nice. That's nice damage. Go into Toxapex, because I know I'm not going to get hurt. And I'm going to set up my Light Screen where I could take special hits all day. And he thought I was going to hit him with something, so I go straight for the Light Screen. And I must have shook him there somehow. So he switches out into Greninja. I go right out into Chameleon. He goes for Spikes. I go for U-turn. Go right into Starboy, and I know I'm going to do some serious damage here. I go for Thunder Punch, but I'm going to go for the Iron Hit instead because he's going to switch out. So I wanted to maintain that momentum. He switches out and goes back into Rioniclus. I'm going to hit him with the Iron Head again. I'm like, I can get him in 3 hits this way. I was relying on the hack super hard for no particular reason, but he was really just doing nothing but burning away my Light Screen. He's good at doing that without me realizing it. He goes for Hurricane, switches out and goes into Rioniclus. I go for Draco and knock him out. Boom. This is getting wild. I just put him on his back right there. He switches in and goes into Toxapex. But a major problem kicks in where he has Calm Mind. Well, no, first he has Earth Power. That's actually a bigger problem. But I go into Marisol Cujo to think of some type of plan, and he's also Calm Mind. Well, wait a minute. I said that too soon. He also has Diamond Storm with a defense boost, so now I can't really kill him in one shot. Like, all of this is just ridiculous. I'm like, wow, I'm not winning this now, am I? Like, really, when it comes to my weaknesses, I can't handle boosting stuff like this. Like, boosting mons, I can't handle that. I need to pick up an unaware Pokemon, I swear to God. I need one. Is Clefable still there? I might take it next week, but maybe not. So, you know, it's back and forth. I pretty much let Meryl die here instead of just other stuff that doesn't need it. I go into Starboy. Well, I skipped that too far. Went into Starboy, he goes into Quantum. I go for the Iron Head and do about 15% at best. I mean, that's all I could really do here. It's fine, though. Like, alright, go back into trapping to do something. He goes back into guard chomp. He reads my read. I go for protect to see what he does, and he goes for Z dragon. I think I was going to go for whatever, but I read that. You think this is my first rodeo? You think it's my first rodeo chomp? Really? I don't know, I was wild in this game. I go for my good old-fashioned Delaware Smash and Thunder Punch because I was reading him going into something. Now, in this case, why I did what I did, I was like, oh, he's going to switch out. He knows I have Ice Punch, but he doesn't know I have Thunder Punch. So I was able to get at least one more Mon down just with the thought of, oh, alright, he'll either go into Moltres and take the hit, he'll go into Deancey and take the hit. It's going to hurt, though. He's going to go into Quantum and take a super effective hit. But, you know, he does that, and then it's like just a switch out. I go back out into Valley Dark, and he has Swords Dance. I really had almost no chance in heck of winning this, did I? Look at how much Thunder Wave does. I go for a U-turn with a death. I don't know why I did that, but it's whatever. Should have had Parting Shot in here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. All of his stuff was boosting 1 or 2. It goes right into Moltres. I, of course, go for Iron Head. I do Iron Head again and get a crit. Oh, I think that's why I didn't get the flinch. I got a crit on top of that. And I just stayed stubborn, wanting to get the flinch so badly, but he also had pressure, which dwindled my stuff all the way down. I was mad as heck, where he got a double confusion from Hurricane right here. See, look at this. Nope, nothing. I stayed stubborn as heck. I should have switched out when I had the opportunity, and he just pummeled me there with whatever. And he got the confusion twice. Twice! You gotta be kidding me, my guy. And that was one of the dumbest things I've ever done, but I got the freeze. I earned that. And then I try to go and I get confused and kill myself. There we go. I just hate hacks. And this game realizes I'm never gonna trust hacks again. Ever. And it's fine. Alright, he goes back into Hardwell. I hard switch over into Starboy. It's over. Straight up. I die here again. 3-0 loss. Alright, cool. So I'm 0-3 in -11. This is probably the worst start I've ever had in a league. Second worst, actually. SFDL was terrible. But, you know, it's whatever. My final thoughts are I actually did better against it than I did in PCBL, so that's good. My problem is that I really am a stubborn person. I should never rely on hacks ever again. Ever. Never again. So, I guess that's pretty much all I want to say about that. So, thanks for watching. I guess next week's going to be going up against Oscar and the Seafolk Suicune. And I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. I don't even know how that's going to even go. So, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Stay frosty, my friends. See you later.